Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the Bald Explorer, and welcome to my Sunday chat. It's very lovely to see you. It's looking at the thing there, it must be Sunday the 20th of December 2020 as I record this. Oh, excuse this garb. I've just been making bread, so I didn't want to get covered in dust before I came in and recorded the Sunday chat for today. This, if you've not come and seen one of these before, this is my very informal chance, really, to have a little chinwag with you and tell you what's going on, how progress is, and all that kind of malarkey. So it's getting up towards Christmas, and I guess this must be the last Sunday chat before Christmas. I suppose the next one, let me think, Christmas is Friday, isn't it? Then Saturday. So this will be the one after Boxing Day here in the UK. So I hope that you have a Merry Christmas and that you're going to have a wonderful thing despite all the restrictions and everything else, that you enjoy it. That is the key thing, to try and push away the whole of this terrible year that's been upon us and just actually go and have some fun. I think we all deserve some of that. So that's good. And on that note, and I have a list of notes here, but on that note, I am aiming to do a Christmas Vobe show. So if you don't know, I do something called the Vobe show, which is generally a light, chitty-chatty sort of participation show. You chat in, you can call in, and we just have a bit of a chat. Sometimes it gets a bit serious on a subject, sometimes it's very light, and often it's just jolly silly. And people send in videos of what they've been up to and places they've gone to and all of that. It's brilliant. So that's on the Vobe Show channel. I'll link on the bottom of the thing in the description. So I've got that. My comments here are going to be a little bit random, so please bear with me because I've just put them in order of sequence here, and I just wanted to get this recorded. So I just wanted to thank everybody for all the wonderful and lovely comments that people have put on my videos recently, particularly the Sussex border walk, but also the ones that I've been doing with the lovely Julia. And we do want to get Julia in more of the videos. It's just it's very difficult because she's got a baby and all of those things. Well, he's more of a toddler now, but as he gets a bit bigger and is able to go to nursery school and all of that, I'm sure we'll do more. We've got on the Sussex border walk Bognor coming up. Now, I haven't filmed that yet. I've got to think about that. There seems to be a bit of pressure on me now, I'm feeling, from judging by the comments and things, and it's very nice that you've been sending them, to get all the facts right, as well as the town pronunciations. Yeah, now, let me just remind you, I'm not a historian. I do a smattering of research to work out where I'm going and what I'm doing and try and find some interesting observations about the place. But I'm no expert, and the further I've come from home, the less I know the places. But some people do seem to think that that I am trying to be a historian and are desperate to pull me up on things that I get wrong. Well, you know, I'm human, so I am going to make mistakes and I don't care. So please don't think that these are history lessons. They're not. It's just me having a stroll and thinking, well, this is an interesting thing. And oh, and by the way, I think this is what happened here, although that's what I read, but it may be wrong. And also some places I'll go to, they just may not appeal to me. I can't like everywhere, just as you can't like everything you watch. We all have our own choices and our likes and dislikes. And I'm not going to apologise for it anymore. I just, you know, if I don't like a place, I don't like a place, and I can't explain it. If it's got a lot of history in there and some old buildings, I'm going to love it. That much I know. But sometimes I will get the names wrong. So I was getting a lot of people telling me that Felpham was not spelt, or pronounced rather, Felpham. It was Felpham, that the PH was F and all of that. And fair enough, you can call your town, village, whatever you damn well like. You get the same controversy in places like Shrewsbury, or is it Shrewsbury? People will tell you one thing, one people will tell you this, another set of people will tell you the other, and in the end, if you're not from that place and you don't live there, you just go, Well, I'm going to call it this. So what? If you look at some names, they're difficult to interpret. Go to Lempster in Herefordshire, and you'll see that Lempster is actually, if you were to try and pronounce it phonetically, Leominster. And I'm sure people make that mistake all the time. So let's just not worry if I make a few errors on the way. I'm sure everybody does in other places. We're only human. But I'm sure people will continue to tell me in the comments, because they do seem to. Everybody's an expert, aren't they? So that's that. What else have we got? Oh, yes, I've got through that. The tea at Vobes idea. Oh, yes, I've got a cup of tea here. Look, lovely mugs, by the way. Bald Explorer mugs. If you fancy a Bald Explorer mug, go to the website, www.baldexplorer.com. You'll see that there's a little sort of panel which will show you where you can buy some mugs. They're reasonable, and they are nice mugs. And actually, if you make a cup of tea, they taste nice in my mugs. Yeah. So, might make a nice late Christmas present. I just thought I'd throw that in there. I think there's some other bits and bobs of merchandise, T-shirts and what have you and all that. I don't really plug those things enough, but that's it. But the idea of having tea at my place, once my son and girlfriend have left, which it could be any time, really, between January and March. They've got a place, they've got the contracts and all of that. They're just waiting for the people to move out first before they can move in. And the people moving out don't quite know when they're moving out. So I know the situation. I've been trying to sell my father's old house for over 18 months now, nearly 2 years in actual fact, and it's just been a nightmare. I don't even know if the place is still standing. It's probably fallen to bits now and lost all its value. So there you go. What can you do? But once we do have more space in my house, and I can then spruce up the place, redesign this studio a bit, get my front room a bit nicer, then I will have these little tea parties and people can come round, mainly the patrons, I imagine, and they can come round if you support me. We'll have a nice cup of tea and a piece of cake and a chinwag about life, the universe and everything, if you're up for it. It's the only way I can make friends, you know. I'm joking. Talking of studios, though, I am thinking of when I've got that extra space, sorry, I've got an itchy nose today. Must be some flour that's gone up there. At least I hope it was flour I was sniffing. Anyway, when I've got the extra space up there, I'm going to, as well as moving my edit suite and my office parts, there's enough room, I think, to make another little studio space. And that will be where the Sunday chat will come from in the future, because this is really my Vobe show studio and also my book reading studio, though my book reading studio may also move as well, just so that each of my channels have a slightly different look. And so this is more the Vobe show where fun and games happen. And I think I'd like to have... I've been talking to my friend Andrew Norris, who's an artist. You must check out his channel. I'll put the link down below if I remember. But I'll do my best. Check out, very interesting chap. He's been making some puppets for us and all sorts of bits and bobs for a reenactment thing we're doing in the new year. You'll hear all about that later on. And he's got some ideas for a set for me, which I'm very much looking forward to getting to grips with and making, but I don't want to spoil it quite yet, so we're keeping that up our sleeve. It's still there. But that will be where the new stuff comes from on the Sunday chat, but, you know, it could be a couple of months yet. Lots of different exciting plans coming up. What was this? Something I've written here. Debate about the... Oh yes, that's right. Yes, I forgot what my own thoughts on this was. The last few days or so, as I've been working on the Sussex border walk, a lot of people have very much liked that and encouraged me to keep going and all of that, which I will do. And I thought, well, maybe I should be focusing more on that than everything else that I do. And I've been debating this as a thing. And maybe spending more time so that I did get all the history points right and get more, make sure I don't miss things. And I now realise that would probably take 2 or 3 days to make an episode. I'd only probably get 1, maybe 2 at a pinch out in a week and nothing else. And I was thinking about this quite seriously, but then I realised, well, it is YouTube, and a lot of people seem to enjoy my content, which is very kind of you, in small doses each morning. So not necessarily in the morning, but mornings or at coffee break or in the evening on a regular basis. And I thought I didn't want to not provide something every day. So for the moment, I'm going to carry on with making my Sussex border walks as and when, and then in between fill it with an eclectic mix of who knows what, but loosely based on heritage, landscape and nature. So more walks, but maybe with Julia and other people, like I've done with Matthew Holdsworth and Mark English and others, and Richard Suggett and other people, just as soon as we're allowed to mix again, and let's hope we are. So I was debating that, but I think for the moment things will stay as they are. However, if we are allowed to mix and do that, on a final note, a lot of people have said, oh, you missed this and you didn't see that when you did a place. And I thought, well, maybe more people would be interested, or some people, to come and join me and show me their favourite place. And if I've missed something, maybe they would like to take me on a walk, short walk that we can video, to their favourite place and tell me about it. We used to do quite a bit of that. Haven't done so much this year because of COVID, and I'm hoping that in the new year we'll be freer to be able to do that. So if you're interested, do let me know. That's it for now. Thank you very much. Don't forget to have a nice mug at Christmas. Makes a great late Christmas present. But Christmas shows coming up. There'll be a Philip Mercer story, I think, on Christmas Day, a live show as well. And then the day after Boxing Day will be another Sunday chat, as well as other bits and bobs of videos coming up. So thank you very much. Don't forget to follow, like and subscribe. Become a patron if you can. I know a lot of people are furloughed and haven't got a lot of money and what have you, but this is the only way I make any money at all, and I work very hard to bring you some entertainment. So if you've got a few pennies, then that's great. But, if not, you haven't got it, Right, I'm going to go and see if my bread has risen. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will catch up with you next time. Bye-bye.